Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truder. Welcome back to Fallout 4 You Only Live Once. Well, last time, honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself. We went into the Galactic Zone, one of the scariest locations in the entire game, and we came back out without a scratch. Okay, we picked up a handful of rads, but rads are fine. I'm powered by rads. Rads make me stronger, damn it. So, okay. And after all of that excitement, today, sadly, we've got to do the worst quest in the game. And I know what you're thinking, John, a home sweet home isn't the worst mission in the game. That's Kids in a Fridge. Yeah, but Kids in a Fridge is an optional side mission. I can just ignore it, and it's over in like 5 minutes. This is going to be the rest of my bloody day. It's going to take hours. And you lucky bastards at home, you just get to skip to the exciting bit because of the magic of editing. But yes, indeed, we've got to invade the Commonwealth with my army of raiders. And how on earth Bethesda took that setup and made it boring, I've no bloody clue. Still, there are a couple of things that work in my favour. Bits and pieces I need to do while I'm moving around the Commonwealth. So, okay, leave the power armour here. We're not going to be needing that for the moment. And accordingly, yeah, dump the fusion cores. I'll pick up the armour later. We're going to be needing it in Nuka World down the line, and I'm not going to be needing it right now. So, okay, that clears out a good amount of space. Love it. Enough space, in fact, for me to pick up the 25 steaks I was storing in this chest, because, seriously, those weigh a bit. Down the elevator we go. I'll be back for all that later. Yes, indeed, we need to get back to the Commonwealth. Then we need to come back here, back to the Commonwealth, back here, back to the Commonwealth. Yeah, this mission wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact we're in survival mode, and you can't just come out of survival mode for this mission, then go back in. Going out of survival mode's a one-way trip. Leave survival mode, you can't take that file back in again. So, yeah, basically I just need to run back and forth between Nuka World and the Commonwealth several times, and you have to watch the animation on the train every single time. Yeah, this mission wasn't well thought through when it came to survival mode. Anyway, let's just go over how it works in case you're not familiar. Because the invasion isn't just a case of, rocking up and murdering everybody. You've got to organise it. There's paperwork and bureaucracy to do. And Shank here, he's the guy that organises it. Basically, taking over a settlement for the raiders, it's a job. It needs to be negotiated, agreed, etc, etc. So, decision number 1. If we're taking over a settlement, we can either, yes, put together a crew, murder them, that's a fight, reinforcements can show up, or you can just talk people into leaving their towns. Which is much easier, and obviously, thanks to my getup, I know I can pass any speech check. That's all it's going to be. So yes, we just need to walk to a town, pass out speech check, and bye-bye you guys, hello Raider Outpost. Next up, we have to pick where we're hitting. So I've said I want to talk people off their land. That means, of course, there's got to be people to talk off. So Greentop Nursery, currently occupied by super mutants, meaning we can't go and talk them off because they're not feeling talkative. They just want to shoot you. So as a result of that, yeah, it's got to be a territory with people in it. So best starting point would be Red Rocket. Why? I want to basically keep the raiders contained to one small bit of the map that doesn't matter to me. And there's a whole bunch of settlements right nearby to each other in the top left that simply have no strategic importance to me whatsoever. So we're just going to set up a little bunch of raided camps up there, doing the absolute minimum amount of work allowable to get past this bit of the game. Because, yes, this is a main bit of the game. You cannot bypass this. Want to complete Nuka World? You've got to do Home Sweet Home. This is also the point where you can just do a quick once round various gang leaders and tech specialists to get yourself a couple of Nuka grenades. And they're all kind of terrible. So, first up, you got the Fury Grenade. This is basically just the hallucinogen gas grenade. It is incredibly unreliable. Anything tough enough you'd actually want to be turning it on its friends, it won't work on. So, not worth bothering with. Next up, the Persuasion Grenade. Now that one probably sounds pretty damn exciting. The ability to make persuasion checks easier. Except, okay, here's the thing. They don't work apart from these takeover settlements for the raider missions. Like any other point in this game, they don't do anything. So, again, they're pretty much useless because I'm still going to be needing all my gear and other drugs to guarantee I pass the checks. So another one goes straight in the bin. Then we've got Predator Grenades. These are actually pretty good. Toss one of these down, and a random creature will spawn in and start causing trouble. Now that's just a good way of making some chaos. They're basically kind of like, in a way, more effective signal grenades. Because signal grenades just summon basic synths. These can summon like big-ass bears and all sorts of exciting stuff. But there's a downside. To make them, you need components from, cave crickets, fever blossom, and rad rats. Okay, rad rats are not that common, cave crickets, not that common, and honestly, you don't want to be fighting cave crickets in general. So, you don't have many chances to craft some of these. Basically, I'll use the ones I've got if there's a good opportunity. Other than that, not so much. And of course, because it's animals, they only really work outside. So, yeah, it's not a great selection. The operators also hand over, yes, a new drug, Smooth Operator, which is basically great Mentats, but worse. So, yeah, 3 Charisma, 10% prices, and for 4 minutes, needing Whiskey, Mentats, and Fever Blossom, as opposed to 5 Charisma, same barter, and 8 minutes. And that also needs a plant that, to my mind, is just as common, if potentially not more common, in some areas. So, yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. But the thing is, despite the catastrophic failure of every Nuka World gang to actually invent anything useful, there's one guy who lives in Nuka World who most definitely is not a failure. Let's go talk about one of my favourite little characters in the game, at least in terms of his, utility. So, say hello to Aaron Corbett. He might not look like much, but, oh, he's got something very special about him, which is, in this game, shops have a bit of a funny thing. Okay, they won't stock certain guns until you're a certain level, to make sure you can't get anything too powerful too early on. Aaron, for whatever reason, not sure whether this was intentional or not, he just doesn't. Okay, so come to Nuka World, nice and low level, you can get some really damn good stuff off this guy. In particular, the lad will gladly sell you plasma weaponry and Gauss rifles at a low level. And that's what I need to be thinking about, because some comments made a really good point, which is, at this point, the penetrating rifle I've been using, it's starting to fall behind in pure damage. Alright, if I just took a basic non-legendary Gauss rifle, and then just fully spec'd it up, got all the parts, etc., that would probably be stronger, even factoring in the reduction in armor penetration. So, I'm going to be going around and keeping a really close eye on weapon vendors for a bit. Because unfortunately today, yeah, he's not got what we want. But if I can put together a really damn amazing Gauss rifle, yeah, that's a thing we need to start thinking about going over to. Anyway, that's the plan back in the Commonwealth. Let's make all this happen. Step 1, just make sure we are... Alright, safe here. Just make sure before you go up that, yes, the enemies haven't regen. That would be bad. Also, of course, another reason why I'm building a little, Raider Empire in the very top left of the map. Well, the entrance to Nuka World's right here. It just makes my life much easier, alright? And in fact, you know what? A bunch of chaos can, in theory, happen in this part of the world. So, just for safety, I'm actually going to teleport back to Institute and then walk the much more familiar route back in this direction up the side of Lexington, because I need to do a tiny bit of business at Starlight while I'm passing by. So yes, in which case the usual route, just up towards Oberland, over the bridge, up the side of Lexington, etc, etc. Just, eyes open. Institute Corsa. Alright, no trouble with him, he's nice and tough, he can deal with anything bad in this part of the world. Meanwhile, yes, I'm going to be passing by here. This is a rather useful bit of the world, because if we just, loopsy-roundy for a sec. Well, one chaos is breaking out, but that's all absolutely fine. In fact, you know what is that? Is that Brotherhood versus Institute Corsa and... Oh, that's always a fun encounter. When they're... Oh, okay, okay. Maybe don't hang around, though, because you're almost kind of shot in the crossfire there. Yeah, Corsa's just sort of keep summoning more and more little robots to help them out, which is very cool. Because if you happen to get a legendary, you can get a good legendary drop out of this. But I'd say let's just leave them to it. I don't see a legendary, no reason for any trouble. But that wasn't what I was actually looking for, no. Here we go. This part of the world, those lovely blue blooms. Now that's good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be needing these for the simple reason that I need more great mentats. I need to do a whole bunch of persuading to complete this mission without firing a shot. But all the checks are really far apart, so you can't just do them all with one dose of drugs. You've got to, yeah, spread it all out a bit, which is more than a bit annoying. Yet another thing to add to the this mission is annoying pile. So yeah, we're going to be burning a lot of bloody great mentats. There is another reason why we would want to do it this way, by the way, prioritising putting the raiders up in the top left. And that's because, of course, in the top left, they're not interrupting the artillery network. And that's because I never really built much artillery in the top left of the map, for the simple reason artillery's range is not infinite. It's pretty long, but, you know, it doesn't go on forever, and just simply don't need it in this corner of the map. By the time you've even got artillery, you're not going to be visiting it too many times. So my artillery network over in, you know what, the top right and the bottom right and the bottom left here is not bad, though bottom left it's very difficult to get much coverage. There simply aren't that many settlements here. Top left, it doesn't matter, because I don't want to be giving up my artillery to raiders. They can't use it, it's just, you know, a useful tool for me to maintain control of. It's the one useful thing, in fact, that settlements do for me. Here we go, nice safe walk over to Starlight Drive-In. There's my very first suit of power armor that I abandoned here. Said I was going to collect and then just sort of, didn't. But to be honest, it's not looking great. So, okay, I think we could just, leave that here. So. Why did I want to come here? Simple. Guess who lives here? Whole bunch of people. Do they need to be here? No. They're not doing anything for me whatsoever. So, where should they be instead? Well, where they should be is any settlement that is simply empty right now, because I can't talk round a settlement and persuade it to surrender if there's nobody to talk to, like we were just saying with Shank. So right now, for example, Sunshine Tidings, I'm not allowed to get them to surrender because there's no one to give me the surrender. So basically I'm going to take people who work for me and send them to a completely unguarded settlement for no reason other than so that I can then press gang them into leaving that settlement so my raiders can move in. And yes, this mission is a bit weird. So you there, off to Sunshine Tidings you go. So there are now officially 2 people living in Sunshine Tidings. Good. Starlight Drive-In down to 5. And the red rocket no longer shows up here because, yes, it stops being allied to me the moment I declare war on it. Somehow they just sort of know that they're no longer allied to me, even though everybody else still thinks they are allied to me, despite the fact I am now overtly doing raider work. Okay, don't ask too many questions, it doesn't make any sense. Had I been planning better, by the way, I really should have sent those people to Sunshine Tidings earlier, because, oh, hello over there. Well, I shan't say no to free meat, actually. Because, yeah, I'm about to give myself a bit of a longer walk than I really need to. But, okay, what can you do? I shan't say no to some nice free meat. That's just absolutely lovely. Thank you very, very much indeed. Just be careful. Because this part of the world haven't been through here for quite some time. So the enemies aren't going to be tough, but they are probably going to be present. At this point, though, yeah, enemies regenerating is slow in survival mode. It does still happen. Be aware, enemies I've taken out are probably back at this point. So they could be raiders back in Concord, say. And here we go, back to Red Rocket. So, hello there, sir. You would appear to be, yes, I think the only person who lives here. So just because I'm not allied, they're not going to attack me on sight, defenses are not active, anything like that. But, yes, me and this guy now need to have a nice chat, and go on. As the smooth operator drug would only leave me, what is it, 1 point of charisma short, then I'll use the persuasion grenade, because there's a good chance you may well never have seen it in action. It is not a big part of this game whatsoever. But we're still going to be needing to be dressed up nice, damn it, alright? You can't shake people down unless you're wearing the right wig. So, my gear gets me to 7, smooth operator gets me to 10, and then we just walk in with a giant rifle, toss a grenade at this guy's feet, because why not? And, no, toss the grenade. There we go, toss the grenade. There we go, he's now been intimidated by the really feeble-looking grenade.
Hey, you.
What was... Whew.
Can I help you?
Yes, he's talking like that because he's been gassed, and yes, possibly what it does is it reduces the red check to orange, because those should be red. So, okay, with that, it is enough. But seriously, that represents like 1 charisma. Anyway, you can go now. Bye.
You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna... Fine, take it. Place is all yours.
I love how he doesn't actually acknowledge in any way that I'm the person who gave him this place in the first place. I'm the general of the Minutemen, and this used to be my own settlement, and etc, etc. Anyway, he's now, yes, on his way. Good. So, yeah, what we've got to do now is just wait for my guys to show up. They should be here in a second. Wait, hang on. No, need to build the signal flag first. So I'm pretty sure we said we were handing this place over to the operators, so no trouble. And there we go. Preston now hates me, unfortunately. Preston not keen on this whatsoever, because I've started driving off Minutemen settlements and handing them over to raiders. Don't worry, we'll go check in with Preston later. And speak of the devil, here come my new raider friends now. Welcome home, lads. So at this point, what we're supposed to do is, yes, head back to Shank. We've now got to walk all the way back to Nuka World. But ultimately, we're going to have to make this place happy, so we kind of may as well do it right now. So here we go, 1 Nuka World radio transmitter. That's going to be a bit useful in just a second. And 1 booze still, because what raider doesn't enjoy some lovely, lovely booze? The problem is, though, yes, with the best will in the world, raiders aren't going to get happy without food. And they are lazy bastards who refuse to grow their own food, because what's the point of being a raider if you're just ultimately a farmer in reality? So we're gonna have to deal with that, but I can't just deal with that right now. I need to walk all the way back to Nuka World to figure out how. And here's nice, by the way, because of course we've already done the Vault 88 business, I can just slap down vault structures that are going to boost happiness, which is very, very nice indeed. So, okay, we just need to hook you into the network too. And come on, I know you guys don't want to be farmers, but how about soda drink specialists? Right, that's as happy as this place is going to be for the time being, and while I'm passing by, may as well just have myself some water. That has also reminded me I'm not wearing my armor, so that's a good reminder. So, you know what? I've never double-checked this. I don't know whether because I know that what I could do is shake down nearby settlements in order to provide food to this settlement, whether I could just do that right now, because ultimately I'm going to be shaking down at Abernathy. It's just round the corner, they've got plenty of food, they can be compelled to share. I don't know whether I could just go and make that happen right now to save myself a trip back and forth down the line. Nope, tragically not yet. I literally can't shake these guys down because I don't know what a shakedown is. We're going to have to walk all the way back to Shank. Still, I will say, it is kind of nice to pass back through territory I've been through previously, because this here, you may recall, is where we ran into, yes, the dog that almost got one of the first big hits in the run. I kind of only caught him at the last second. Then there was a radstorm, and we had to sprint to that house to wait it out on the seat on the balcony. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to, you know, go back to our roots, as it were. Although, actually, John, that's a good point. Why are you going on foot when you said previously there's something we need to do back in town? I need to go to Diamond City, because 1, I need to check the weapon traders, 2, if I need more great mentats, and to do, that means I need whiskey. So, I need to nip into the bar to grab some. And you know what? It's just nice to be home, where everybody just stands on top of their beds because programming good AI is hard. Also, I think Codsworth's just got, stuck in this bit of the world, because he's... Okay, no one is showering themselves in glory today, I'm gonna be honest. Better get moving, by the way. Day seems to be ending, and the gun shop is not open 24 hours a day. Nope, bad luck. Another weapon shop with no Gauss rifle. He had one, like, ages ago, and I said I should buy it, then I decided against it, and I'm starting to regret that. Still, I'll trade him some useless ammo for grenades at the bare minimum. And go on, I do need the mentats, so I'll trade you the mentats for the Ashmaker, and yeah, it means I'll take some change, but I'm sure I can get rid of it in time. Oh, hang on, I've accidentally walked into the Travis event. No, back off, sorry. This was precisely the one time I can't come in to the bar. Because now the Travis event is starting. Just flipping magnificent. This is literally the 1 hour of day I can't go into this bar without trouble. Okay, I can at least make one more great mentats. That should be enough to get me through this mission at the bare minimum. Okay, plan B. What about the nice bar in this part of the world? Because, yes indeed, I know there's an enemy in here, but it's an enemy I can talk down, so if I just don't speak to them, it's going to be fine. Right? Probably. And there might be some whiskey I can grab here. Here we go. Are you bloody the... You're on the scavenger? Yeah, you're currently green. Okay, so... I mean, I could just kill him. No one else appears to be in here. I mean, go on, why not? It's not going to be a crime. No one else has seen it. Let's just take you down. No trouble, buddy. So that there was, yep, a scavenger, dead. And if we're lucky, we might just have... Sorry, dirty water, more water, new cola. This is the worst bar I've ever seen. But now I'm floating... Yeah, a giant pile of caps I don't want to be floating, so... Okay, I'm just going to trade them in for ammo with Percy. In fact, you know what? Grenades take a bit of ammo just as change. In which case, yes, back to base. 7 hours sleep should get rid of that overtime, because that's just getting a little bit too slow on the old AP refresh for my liking, just in case. And... Gosh bloody damn it. Parasites. Right. And now we walk back to Nuka World. So, Oberland Station, over the river, to get to Archer, to get to Federal, to get to the church, to get to here. I'll see you there. Yeah, there's a lot of walking in this quest. And you know what the absolute best part of doing Home Sweet Home on survival mode is? The entirety of the introductory train sequence every single time. You don't have to do the gauntlet, obviously, but the introduction to every single land, unskippable. Alright, I have to just be introduced to every single bit of Nuka World every time I come back here, and I'll be coming back here 3 or 4 times, I can't remember. It's just magnificent. And you know what, while I'm actually passing by this area, assuming I can get nice and high up enough, there are just a handful of rats on top of this area. Here you go, buddy. You just go down nice and easy. There's... Bloody hell, just use that. There we go. Now there's one over there who I probably can't hit because of... No, we got you. Right, just 2 rats up out the way, nice and easy. So yes, now there's no chance of anything just sucker punching me while I'm trying to just walk between the train and Nuka World. Because the train obviously is over there, so you've still got to walk all this way, then get over to Shank, and then there might be business in town. That reminds me, don't forget to turn that business into Mason, though. I'm not sure why I did that, because of course, things have just kind of changed, by the way. Now I've got the jetpack, things are very different to how they were previously. Previously, I wanted to level up as fast as possible, because every level up made me a lot stronger, gave me access to new sexy tools. Now I'm in the 60s, that kind of changes, because at this point, the amount of power I can gain through perks and special increases is somewhat limited. Meanwhile, the enemies are just going to keep scaling with me and getting stronger and stronger. Previously, I wanted to level up as fast as possible. Now there's an argument for slowing that right down. Still, I guess I shan't say no to getting something out of my quest log, because it is getting a bit bloated. Wow, that was 95 XP, and he's dumped money in my inventory, worse and worse. So, step 2, we now need to do precisely the thing I was just discussing before. So we need to get Abernathy to turn over crops to the settlement, because right now the settlement can't feed itself, and that means it's going to be grumpy. And eventually, the game won't let me proceed until they're happy enough to proceed. And following that one conversation, we now have to go all the way back to the Commonwealth, all the way back to Abernathy. I'll see you there. This mission is just so bloody long-winded in survival. Right, back to Abernathy, and as soon as I've had time to... Oh, hang on. Is somebody physicsing out over there? Because I think I just saw someone physicsing out. No? You guys good? Okay, just give me a moment to put my, dress and wig and glasses, etc. on.
You're gonna start working for me now, alright? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now please, get the hell out of here.
And there we go, that's him nice and shaken down. 95 XP, it's just pathetically little reward as well. Oh, and guess what I need to do now? Yep, walk back to bloody Nuka World again. Here we go, back on the train for the full-length introduction. Again. So, back to Shank, and guess what he's got for me? Why, yes, it's another situation that can be resolved with violence or a speech check. So, on this occasion, it's another gang trying to take over Red Rocket. Why the hell they would ever want to, I don't know, given, you know, it's a small outpost. It's out of the way, it's nowhere near anything worth raiding, but whatever. You see, my next step is now to return to Red Rocket. This is why I should have actually moved people to, Sunshine Tidings. Then don't you have to walk round the corner at this point. Instead, it's a lot further afield. But, I've realised I'm actually, one great mentat short to complete all of this without violence. So I need to find some more whiskey, and I've just remembered who's gonna have some. Oh, Wellingham, you absolute star. Yes, the robot in the upper tiers in Diamond City, he is just swimming in whiskey, and apparently it's super cheap, so I'm still being bloody kept down by that money Mason gave me. So okay, whiskey times many, that's good. Now if anyone's got any mentats, that would just round off a perfect day. Oh, me and you can be friends. Right, toss her some stim packs and whatnot as well in return for ammo as change. And I've got my endurance back, spectacular. Oh, now that is bloody better. Okay, we're back at Red Rocket. Need to check in with this laddie before Sinner makes his appearance. No, never mind. Didn't even need to bother speaking to that guy. He's over here. So, let me just very quickly, excuse me. No. It's very rude. Just give me a second to put on my dress, my wig, and do my drugs. And here we go, nice and easy, just tell him, naff off please, off you go. Because yeah, the fight's a bit on the hard side, he's got 2 suits of power armor back there, so you don't really want to fight this guy. Though I guess that's assuming you've got, settlement defenses on your side, so you could have turrets backing you up and whatnot. But we don't need any of that, you instead, buddy, just, naff off, actually.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway.
And there we go, and having done that one and only one check, guess what we have to do now? Why yes, it's walk back to Nuka World. Right, just heading south over land on this occasion, because yes, what I need is a nice open clear path between the various settlements I'm about to own. So I'm pretty sure there are some raiders possibly. There's somebody on this little dam, and they need to die now, so alright. I know I saw somebody around here. Okay. I know you're around here somewhere, lads. I saw you earlier. Maybe. Yeah, that was just a random event, and now a different, much more peaceful one has spawned in its place. But I want this dam nice and empty. Yeah, there's certain areas that you just can't trust, because every time you pass them, something different's going on. And this dam's one of them, so I don't really like having to rely on this dam as a major route I walk back and forth. Speaking of the devil, we've actually got ourselves a handful of super mutants down over there. Heading precisely in the direction I want to be in. Well, that's just no bloody use. Okay, well, this is fine. Alright. Suiciders, you know what to do, alright? Just use the old thing. Right is right. So just one little crit there will take you out, buddy. There we go. He's exploded. That's nice. And did he take down all his friends too? Oh, he did. Hang on. No, he most certainly did not, but Right, that's you dead, buddy. And where's the other one? And hold on, buddy. Just hold still. Hold still. Hold. There he is. Got him. Okay, I've managed to save myself one trip, because this is the point where I start thinking Bethesda are just trolling me and deliberately tried to make the worst mission in the history of Bethesda. Because at this point, if I hadn't already built all those happiness things back at Red Rocket before the game told me to, this is the moment where he'd say, hey, have you considered going back there, that place you literally just were, and building stuff that you could already build, but fortunately I already did, so I get to skip one trip all the way to the Commonwealth and back again. And that means we can now start speeding things up a little bit. He wants me to take 2 more settlements, but they don't care about, you know, having food supplied or happiness or anything. They just need to exist. And even better, Shank's willing to leave Nuka World. I can send him into the Commonwealth, which is going to save me a lot of bloody time. So, step 1, new job, sunshine tidings, and now I can talk them round, because there's people to be talked round. Oh no! No! No, I've done it in the wrong order! I was planning to set up the mission now, so that then I could send him to the settlement afterwards. But because there's a job ongoing, he now won't speak to me to be moved to the settlement to... Okay, it's fine. It's sunshine tidings. It's literally round the corner from where I am right now in the Nuka Transit Centre. Okay, a much faster, easier run round the corner on this occasion, and dress, wig, drugs, you can just naff off, mates. And there we go, 2 out of 3. On this occasion, don't need to bother making them happy, fed, anything, just do not care. Straight back to Shank. Welcome to cocking Nuka World! Okay, Shank, we're not doing this again. I can't stand it. If I have to listen to that bloody train message one more time, get out into the bloody Commonwealth. Then again, actually, do I actually need him to? Because there's only one more to do. So, at this point... yeah, there's no point actually sending him out there, because I only need him to do one more thing, and I can set up that one job right now. Then I'm coming back to Nuka World regardless. So, okay, you get to stay here. Oh, apparently I was dressed up in all my gear this whole time. Made that entire run not in armor. Here we go. Starlight Drive-In, the third and final. That's it. Just that. We're done. And off she goes in a... circle, to be honest, but like, you know, she'll figure it out in a second. And now we just need to... I didn't actually use the grenade on this occasion, but whatever. Okay, just go into buildy mode, which will probably load in at some point, I'm sure. I know where it is anyway, it's fine. And then just operate a flag, shove it down, and that should be it, right? 84 XP, absolutely pathetic. And with that unlocked, that means... that's everything right. Tell me Home Sweet Home is cocky done. Oh, there it is. Okay, a little bit more XP there. Okay, it's done. It's taken so many trips. It's taken... No, not doing it. I'm not cocky doing it. I don't care about the tribute chest. Also, I think they might have just immediately left and walked straight into trouble down the road. Oh, guys, what did you immediately walk into? Yeah, settler. What do you guys actually... Oh! Scorpion! Nope. Okay, what do you need to... I need to drink it. It's fine. Everything's under control. John, seriously this time, armor. There is a cocking scorpion. Okay, I feel bad now. Like, kicking them off the land, that's one thing. But I've sort of kicked them off the land, and then they've walked immediately into a giant monster that is going to kill them. So... yeah, they're all dead. Every single one of them is just going to die. I can't see them winning this fight, because they're all using basic pipe weaponry. Oh, this is just sad. Okay, I feel bad at this point, yes. Alright, just get round the back. If it makes it this far in, the operators should be able to handle it. It's fine, it's all going to be okay. Also, you guys left your cow behind. Alright, if you don't want it... and if we're very lucky, welcome to Nuka World for the very last time. I don't think I will ever need to listen to this message again. This should be the last time I need to use the train going in this direction. And here we are, we're back. The worst mission Bethesda has ever created is complete. And I'm sorry if this is a bit of a short episode, by the way, but the thing is, this has taken me 4 hours to put together, for the simple reason that, yeah, you can't really rush it. And I don't just mean you can't fast travel, I mean you can't just sprint around, because some random event might, you know, just tag you in the back, and that'd be extremely bad. So yeah, I've had to be creeping around from point A to point B, back to A, back to B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, for the last 4 hours. But it's done now. Now things start getting a bit more, yes, shooty bang bang, extremely bloody fast. You see, we're almost here. Power play, the final mission in Nuka World. If we can complete this, we get 2 really damn nice perks. And we get to tick another one off the list. Nuka World is almost done. But, 3 gangs, one of them was never awarded any land in Nuka World, or any land back in Boston, so turns out they might have slightly rebelled, and I don't blame them. I was asking for this one, because I desperately wanted the Disciples to be the ones to, rebel, because they're absolutely useless and their perk isn't very good. Still, let's discuss how we're going to wrap this up without taking too much damage, because there's going to be, you know, fair few bullets in the coming part. But, don't you worry. I've got a plan. So we can discuss that next week. Hopefully you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.